I love it. Yeah. Yes, Lord. I want to feel all of it. Y'all are now tuned in to the smooth tunes and grooves of, who am I today? I'm A1 Zilla today. I'm an artist again, you know. And I'm blessed to be here with my brothers. And Show Jack, Jeremy Jackson. Jeremy Speaks Life.
Yes.
Reverend Show Jack, man, my favorite preacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it just like that. That's why you close to me. You know that soul, brother. And also Mr. Persistent P himself, number 9, number 6, man. We go back, man, 30 years plus, I believe, man, and just helping each other, building each other up, and getting over some life. Mr. Lionheart Fitness.
Yes, sir. Himself.
Man, I'm just excited here, man, to do this Keep It a Buck podcast with these brothers because they keep it a buck with me, man. I really do. With that being said, today we just gonna flow like we flow. We have what you call in some areas, we say we do locker room talk, right?
Yes, sir.
So of course, everything we do is principle over person. Yeah. Big demonstration over debate. And I was just sharing with my brothers, man, that it's a lot of fun when a gorilla got the gun. You did.
Yes, sir.
It is, man, because man, it's God over everything. And the reason why I feel so safe talking and flowing like we flow now is because we have real relationships that vouch and for God, though, not for no man.
Oh, yes.
We have real encounterments, you know, that we have overcame, because that's how we're gonna do, win and win again, right?
Correct.
That are proven to what do we prove? God. We prove love. So if this is the section where they're looking for us to attach it to, you know, give you a resume on paper, you know, the big guy, you know, by the way, his son on our side, he had a resume of people, and y'all are a resume that I can say, please go talk to Jeremy. Please go talk to Phil in return for sure me to y'all. Yeah, right. So we focusing on today, man, locker room talk, what this resume of people look like versus a resume on paper, and how that can yet alone get us in doors that no man can open, nor can they close. You know. So how y'all feeling, man? What's up?
I'm vibing, man. I'm feeling great today, man.
Don't you get on here talking like, I don't need the aggressive people where you trying to fight everybody.
Hey, man, that's right.
But don't you get on here talking all smooth, Rudy B. Don't do it, man. We too close for you to look me in my eyes and talk to me like that.
Late night Matthew voice.
Yeah. He heard Jeremy Lava Cantina voice, and then he just he started talking like him, man. How you doing, though, P?
I'm good, man. I'm coming down, man. I'm on cloud 9, man.
Why you on cloud 9, P? Tell me.
Cloud 9 for, man, just being there. You know how it is, man. You and I have had these conversations, man. Anytime I'm doing something new, open up, man, that anxiety, that stress.
What you open up? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I opened up Lionheart Nutrition, man. Today was the very first day, man, that we opened up inside of Lionheart Fitness. Located in DeSoto, man. Opened up today, man, and man, just had a great outcome, man. Great people coming out, supporting, showing love and stuff, man.
I was there when you was meeting with the lovely lady with the chicken salad.
Yes, sir.
Man, that chicken salad good, bro. I'm telling you what God love, man. I'm telling you what God loves. Yeah, then you know you got what time you got your sessions, man, as far as your group training session. I know you do personal and group. So what time you got? A 4 a.m.?
4 a.m. Start at 4 a.m. and we go all the way to 10 in the morning. Then we shut it down. We come back at 5 and we go all the way to 7 in the evening. Mostly dealing with the kids and stuff in the evening, though.
Right.
We get to it. Whoever.
We're gonna expound on that too, man, on some locker room stuff of what you do with those kids, bro, because that's something that's admirable, and it's my goddamn show, and I want to talk about it. Show Jack.
What's happening, baby?
Man, hey, y'all know him as Jeremy Jackson, man, on the set. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma. You know, all that kind of shit, man. Jeremy Speaks Life.
Yes.
How are you, bro?
Man, I'm wonderful, bro. Feel amazing.
Feel amazing.
I do. I really
amazing.
do. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I try to put the pieces together to accentuate my greatness.
Nice.
I got nice cheekbones, bro.
You do have nice. I learned with nice cheekbones, when you have a beard, this is a conversation. Don't feel offended, people.
I am. I was going to do it. I am.
But when you have a nice beard, man, it kind of, you know, exemplifies your cheekbones.
Yes.
Makes them pop. You know?
Of course.
That's what I say about mine.
Yes.
Good. But man, you feeling good, man?
I do. I feel great.
Good. I'm excited, man, because I get a whole however long I need to tell everybody how great y'all are, dog. Like, no bullshit.
Man, thank you.
It ain't great as it pertains to us putting on our pants like a man.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, one thing for sure, man, I love to work on my leadership by fellowship, you know. And it's several accounts where both of y'all have been in my life, very pivotal moments. You just spoke on pivoting online. And please follow Jeremy Jackson on Facebook, man. He pops in on Sundays and Wednesdays and just drops inspirational vitamins. And he pours his soul how it really go.
Thank you.
So, pivoting, very pivotal moments in my life, man, where y'all have been there. And, I only know transparency, right?
Yes,
and I'm learning in transparency. I'm only going to be transparent. Yet, who can handle my transparency? Not where I'm going to be transparent. Well, I want to be transparent. Duh, that's part of transparency. So, what I'm learning and what I'm excited about with y'all is in each one of my very transparent moments that y'all know I don't give a shit about.
Right.
Y'all have not judged, not condemned, not condoned foolishness. Went to a principle of the big God that we serve. And if I didn't know, we went to go seek it together. If you didn't know. But if we did, the Spirit calls things into remembrance, right?
Right.
So, man, I'm just excited about that, man. And y'all know just how it go. It's this. We on the couch, we chilling and stuff, man. And y'all don't ever cap y'all souls around me. Whatever you feel you need to speak on, how you need to speak it. With principle over person, demonstration over debate. Locker room talk. So what is because that's the thing we talk about, and that's just when we have a group of brothers that we can trust and confide in, and then we do real things in the locker room before it's game time. So football, basketball, baseball, everybody has a locker room, and this locker room should be a sanctuary. Should be, right?
Yeah.
Yet you have so many, especially in an all-men sport. Speaking on that, say we was playing football, you have so many egos. You have so many people who want to be that guy.
Right.
You have different positions, different coaches, just the trainers. You got all this stuff. So what does this safe place of a locker room mean to y'all? And in addition to that, what are some of the things that you think should transparent in this locker room? Because what I'm realizing is everybody got teams. You should have a team. And what I'm not doing no more, y'all, by the grace of God, under him right now, I'm not having anybody in the locker room I am that don't stand on principles and have a default to go seek understanding before we cause division.
So good. That's so good.
So this locker room, and hey, man, we live. So if anything, hey, Buck, you ain't that, or Buck, that ain't that. Like, tell me here. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I may be delusional or something. You feel me? Right. But what is this locker room, and then what does our team look like? What are some of the characteristics, man? What do y'all love most? Let's just get to it.
Well, for me, one of the things I love about my team is the fact that I got a group of brothers that all of us are special in our own way. All of us connected in our own way. All of us have gifts in our own way. But here's the thing, the one thing about each and every last one of us is all of us check our egos in order to reach the mission. The mission is for us to stay closest. The mission is for us to hold each other accountable. Whatever the mission may be. The mission might be to go hit a nigga in the mouth today. Guess what? We all gonna be on one accord, whatever's aligned with what the mission, whatever the mission is. And so to have people that have sacrificial egos, because as men, we all have egos. We all know how to be number one. You know what I'm saying? But are you strong enough to allow your power to decrease so that the increase of the brotherhood can actually come forth even more so, which is what I get so much recognition from when people say, man, I love how y'all love one another. But they don't understand the things that go on behind the scenes, where we had to have those tough conversations that we didn't like. I think I told you that earlier this week, man. It's like, shit was some things you said to me, nigga, I didn't like it in the moment. But I realized it was the best thing I needed to hear at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so much, man, I love the fact that we were able just to communicate in truth, man. Stand bold on it. You know what I'm saying? And one of the key things you said was we don't condone, but we don't condemn either. You know what I'm saying? We all are struggling with something. And if I might be struggling with something and you overcame it, well, maybe that's the reason why you struggle with it, to help me overcome something that I was had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And so for us being able to hold each other accountable, man, is what I love, man. The realness. You know what I'm saying? Of just being able to be truth and transparent with one another.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. I mean, it's what you spoke on, we said, about the mission. We really are mission minded, and as soon as you said mission, the word submission came to my mind. You know what I mean? Because off the rip, because we really do that. The mission is the most important part of submission. Submission, you subtract yourself for the mission. And so what we have those. I got plenty of those. But for this group of people, what people have to understand is, like I said, I come from Oklahoma. I wasn't raised with you guys. I didn't know you guys until 2017.
Yeah.
And there's been no variance from us, no deviation from 2017 till now.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's the brotherhood. It is knowing when to be alpha, knowing when to be beta, knowing when to be lion and lamb.
Yeah.
And we have, I won't say we've mastered that because, we're still mastering it, but it is just a beautiful thing that I got guys I can say, hey, man, this is what I got and I'm dealing with. And y'all keep it way past real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And even, because I can be the hothead sometimes, even if I don't like something or something I felt like wasn't cool, I can call, y'all know I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like, no, bro, I ain't appreciate that. And then in that moment.
Within 24 hours.
Within
max.
24 hours it's going to happen. But what I noticed
Yeah.
is we make room for each other to express that.
Yeah.
And we embrace that. And y'all embrace that from me. I embrace that from y'all. And we have a thing that what PJ said it best. People celebrate. They celebrate the victory on the field. Mm-hmm. But they don't see the talks and the undressing in the locker room itself.
Yeah.
In the locker room is where you really come out the tape and show that wound from what happened on the field of life.
Yeah.
And that's what we do well.
Yeah, in that right there, that's just.
Not bad, Dave.
And I recommend that if you and your team, your process to victory, the fundamentals you ever heard, like the Cowboys. PJ a good sports cat, I say the Cowboys, or you can say the Oklahoma
or the Bears,
or the Bears.
Yep.
Why?
Let's go. Let's
Cowboys.
Let's
You
just
had it
pick
right first.
Oklahoma because they won. But Pete, when we had the dynasty, we were building this dynasty. When we run, what years would we won a championship?
92 through 95.
92 through 95. So each year under Jimmy Johnson, that whole back to the basics, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody, just like when we got core values, basics, principles, and stuff, right? So what I'm learning, and even just think about how I treat you guys and how I serve y'all. If we never leave the basics, we never have to go back to the basics. Mm-hmm. So everything in our locker room, so whatever they locker room got going on, that's cool. I'm not concerned at this point in my life anymore outside of who's in my locker room, because I know who's in my locker room wants everybody to be in this big old locker room of love. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. So not leaving the basics, the simple things. Of course we don't disclose the person or people attached to the principle that we're trying to overcome, understand, or whatever the fuck. Simplicity is key amongst us. Mm-hmm. And let me know what you think is one problem. And the reason why we're speaking about problems now, because no matter how much we show the solutions in, I love you, hug you, support you, pull up to Oklahoma on you, know what I'm saying? Opening day, Pete, pull up, let's make sure we got opening day, come do it on the podcast today, do whatever it is we need to serve, we're gonna do that. But what is the number one problem that y'all think other locker rooms, because we don't tolerate that bullshit over here, we can't keep it simple in a form of we do this over and over again, then we had this dynasty. We win 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. We just keep it the basics. What's stopping everybody from sticking to the basics of what we're just genuinely saying? This is just black man loving. What's that?
I feel, in my opinion, I feel like it's failure to really understand who they are as a man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like because most situations, they don't really know who they are, and they try to project who they want to be on other individuals versus our locker room. I know exactly who I am. Right. You know exactly who you are. Jeremy knows exactly who he is. There's no guessing, there's no second guessing. And here's the thing, we all know each other. You know what I'm saying? We all know our strengths, we all know our weaknesses, but in other locker rooms, they don't want to expose their weaknesses because they feel like it makes them weak, but it's actually in the exposing of our weaknesses that we're going to actually be able to build off of. Like, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm hurting in this area right here. This is what I need help in. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna come up with a solution together to being able to solve whatever weakness I have, so therefore I can make it a strength. I think you and I was talking about this earlier this week when we said, if it's something that we know that we don't like, what's the first thing we do? We get that motherfucker dead in the mouth. We finna take it dead on, whatever it is.
Right. Something specify that, because if it's something that we know we have to do, but we don't like it. I was saying have to do is key, because I didn't know what you're talking about. I said, if I don't like it, shit, you know it. But it was something that is in a way of us doing something that we have to do and we don't like it, then of course Coach.
That's the first thing we do. We finna attack him. Well, mostly everybody else is governed in fear.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna address it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do this particular area well. Most men, I'm not gonna address. I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm just gonna fall back because it's the area that I'm not good in. We so used to being praised. We so good at doing all the things that we're great at. If you can lift 350 pounds, well, I'm gonna get in front of everybody. I'm gonna show you I can lift this 350 because that's what I do great. Yeah, nigga, you can do that great, but can you go over and forgive? That's the harder part. You know what I'm saying? Can you do the area, the thing that you need to let go of? You know what I'm saying? Can you stop talking to your girl or your wife that way? You know what I'm saying? Because you're masking over that. Can you do the shit that's hard versus doing the shit that you can easily do? Versus in our situation, no, let's address that. Let's hit that thing dead on because we know that our true deliverance comes in not having any fear towards anything that we're imprisoned in our own mind in.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And again, the word that you said, fear. I think what happens in the losing locker room is when you have a team or you have individuals who operate from that place of fear, that place of, I don't want to be honest, coach, that I really can't cover that. I don't want to be honest that scheme doesn't work for me. Right. I don't really want to be honest because if you can't be honest, which you have to be, because in a good locker room, they got film. In a good locker room, they make you see, no, I want you to see you. You. Right. Because if you can just see, number one, check your ego. I'm going to tell you why. Because the reason why you're on the field is because you can do it. And then number two, you don't have to be afraid because you got help. And the reason why you missed that play because you're out of position. Fear. Anxiety. I can't. So in other locker rooms or in other friends, in their friendships, however their ship moves, they are not, some of them not honest enough. And that fear is, like you said, false identity. Yeah. There's no way in hell. I'm not a free safety. If I'm a DN, I'm a DN. Yeah. So why am I in his zone? Why am I worried about a man that's if I focus on my assignment?
Absolutely.
If I focus on my assignment, what I do well, and then trust the other guys around me. But all those things are not in those other locker rooms, but they're in ours.
Right. Trust. And on this, and it's so fitting for the name, Keep It a Buck podcast. Please, like, subscribe, follow, do all that cool stuff. So, in our exchange, let's just go a little bit more personal.
Let's go.
What in our locker room, because everybody is everybody, man, and they got to speak on who they are for themselves. But I know what I bring to the locker room. And in my bold. In that, if we're working out 1 hour talk, where I'm myself, where I'm talking shit, where I'm doing all this kind of stuff, because that's just me. We getting it on. What have I personally showed or exhibited outside of running back where you were and you were a receiver? You the best running back that I ever seen, Jeremy. Get the ball, get us home. PJ, they got 8 in the box. We going on the fly. PJ, go get whatever I shown or done in our locker room, inside our locker room, that's anti your greatness.
Nothing.
For how long?
30-something years, man.
And since I met you, right? And I met you under, you was just going through
a divorce.
You was going through a
divorce.
Picked up some weight, man. I met him at a gym and stuff, and just a Showjack is Showjack, man. I love your assertiveness. I love your charisma, bro. I love your talent, man.
Thank you.
I remember we was working out Sidebar here, and I know where I was at, but Sidebar here was working out one time, and I don't know if I was punching a tire or doing something, and Showjack, oh man, yeah, I used to do some kind of same shit you be doing, this martial art shit. What you doing? Hey, they talking about this martial art shit, bro. Martial art, man, people, I love it, man. It's a discipline, it's a skill. I'm not shitting on the martial art shit at all. Sure. But what I am saying is this. So out of nowhere, this dude punches twice, he kicks once, and then he decides to do this roundhouse kick. Overweight at the time. Yeah, but he still did it.
Yeah,
you know?
Nature on means.
And I say, what the fuck, man? I'll punch the shit out of you, man. He was like, well, if you do, all of this comes with it, right? but that's just real. I was like, I was amazed. So I wasn't finna do the roundhouse kick, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even with your Tai Chi stuff that you teach me on some things, man, like, that's important to me for the X, man, because, I keep telling people all this stuff. The Mackin is the Mackin, man. Mm-hmm. And the Mackin acronym, man, always corrects knowledge.
Yes.
So the only thing that I've ever done was in our locker room, and y'all both said never. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about how men, if you want a relationship, you have to be able to first relate.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have to find common ground.
Yes.
It's called the law of the common ground. You have to find areas in which, brother, I met you, you was divorced, you was hurt, you was broken in some areas. And so, just how soon, you know what I'm saying,
yes,
history and times turn, I went through the same thing.
Sure.
And you were able to do all the things that we have been doing for a long time. Hey, what do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Where can I relate with this brother right now to connect with them to form a principle, right? Once we form this principle, we don't have to go deep. We don't have to go beyond the basics, right? Of saying, hey, I'm going to show up here, and this is what I do. This is the first one. If I'm committed to coming to this place, I'm gonna show up here every time that I'm saying I'm open, every time. And you're gonna miss before I will. That's a principle of integrity, commitment, discipline. And then guess what? Don't get mad at me because I'm gonna tell you in your face just like I'm celebrating you. Your ass didn't show up.
Period.
I showed up. I showed up so I can say this to me first, you know what I'm saying, and to you second if you don't show up. And then we had this common ground. Now we're relating on who gonna show up, right?
Right.
That gives us that trust we need to face these fears, right? So as what I get so passionate about right now is how the fuck do us go to places, you know, in which we just want to expound, love on, be great in, we minister to. Real talk, man. It's all about the ministry first, man. You know, we're big on relationships over religion over here. Correct?
So much.
Yeah, because that's what God wants. He wants us to foster relationships. The religions puts rules in that are relative to your upbringing, or relative to your truth, or relative to your demographic of the world. You know, religions is a whole bunch of religions, but yet there's only one God. Correct?
For sure.
So of course, I guess what I want to expound on is if I've never done that before, what stops someone from trusting that I understand that this may be a fear for you to open up? Not that we're fearing a man. Most men fear men, but we ain't talking about that over here. But this is new to you, but you can open up and talk. You can, like, what is it that I can improve in opening up to be able to relate where we're just facing fears together, black man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a damn what it is. You don't got a daddy, you're divorced, you're on child support, back child support, you got fucked by your uncle. I don't give a fuck what it is. What do we need to do? And I'm going to show you whatever you need to relate, whatever type of help you. If I can't do a show, Jack P, I'm in Nigel. Where are we missing a mark? Because I'm getting frustrated. You know what I'm saying? I really am.
Here's the thing. For me, I think that we all are getting frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to stand upon principle when you see so much negativity that's going on. But you got to understand something. Like you said, we're big on God. You know, we serve Christ. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we do. But he got frustrated. He got frustrated with seeing all we talking about is love, all we talking about is serving, all we talking about is blessing people, and y'all can't see all the real stuff that we talk about for this other religious stuff that you can't get past yourself on. So he was frustrated with him being the example that leads right directly into who we are, because we're following him. So everything he experienced, we're going to experience now. The key thing is how do we deal with the things that he did, things that he had to deal with? How do we deal with it? You know what I'm saying? How do we stop from getting within ourselves to allow our frustrations to overtake the love that we give to other individuals? You know what I'm saying? Because on certain situations, on certain circumstances, it's understood for us to get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? If I see you over there hitting this woman, you know what I'm saying? Me as a man, that's gonna be frustrating for me to see. You know what I'm saying? But the realization is that we don't live in a time to where men are raised, or men are understood what it means to be a man. You know what I'm saying? So why? Because they never saw it. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? They never had an example. You know what I'm saying? You had you had a E. You know what I'm saying? You had the people that are around you to help you to develop into the man that you are. I've had mentors and fathers that are around me to help me to be a man. Sir. But when you have so many men that never saw what it was to be a man, and they took along a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, these feministic principles and a lot of these feministic ways, and they try to deal with real men, you can't. They gonna fall back every single time. You know what I'm saying? And just like us, we know. You know what I'm saying? Whenever our dominance or what we have to dominate or our energy comes around, all of us have masculine energy and natural. Just be real. A female, even in the jungle, think about the laws of the jungle. You know what I'm saying? If a lion is one of the four, guess what? The ladies bow down to the masculine energy that's there. And if these niggas is pussy, guess what they gotta do? They gonna bow down to the masculine energy. So all we doing is displaying the masculine God-given energy that God gave us in regards to them having to bow down. So it's hard for us not to get frustrated. That's why we gotta have our locker room. Cause I come, man, this nigga is, man, man, you know what I'm saying? But then you remind me, say, man, that maybe that's God developing you and your patience in that area in regards to how you're dealing with this individual. Right. So even within that, even within my frustration, is putting it back on me to where I gotta go internal to fix the problem versus realizing that the problem was somebody else.
Yes, sir.
Phil, how are you looking at this? Could this be the reason? You know what I'm saying? But our frustrations are only natural because we're dealing in a pussified generation, in my opinion.
For sure, in your opinion. You gotta say your opinion these days. Right?
Well, I agree with his opinion. Right. Nah, man, Pete buttoned it down, man. I can't add to it. It's just so good, but I can just identify with the frustration.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I get that. I'm with you on that. I'm actually, that's a good question because I want to know the same answer. You know what I mean?
Right. So you far as a preacher, bro. Like I say, man, my favorite preacher, straight up and down, like it's supposed to go. You were part of how many organizations? Just roundabout over the years. I'm talking about from youth to just worshiping and being a member, church member of how many different organizations?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Okay, great. And far as groups, I know you are a solo artist. You know, R&B music at its finest, man. Gospel, you know, with a producer. How many groups? How many? You know, kind of.
Ooh, oh man.
Roundabout.
7 or 8.
All right, so that's about 14, 15 different, you know, establishments.
Yeah.
And if this is how I think, that's why I'm asking you the question to set you up to win. So looking back over the years, are you part of you know, any of these, like how many groups are? I mean, can you call like right now and say, hey, this is our group, we still back on, we rocking like this, with no question based on where you at in growth right now, where they're at in growth? How many of those can you go homes? Can you go back and say, this is still my home? How many? 3? 3 groups or 3?
3 church homes that I can say that's still where I function.
3. Okay, 3 out of 7.
Yeah.
All right. What about groups?
No, just this group.
Okay, just bingo. Based on involvement, growth, and all that kind of stuff. And hey, man, it's no respect to a person. This is our principle we're speaking. Because now I'm saying here that now we got 3 out of 7. That's less than 50%. So if we're doing a grading scale, we'll have to set this an F.
Facts.
Okay. Now, fun fact about these two guys, man, we wake up every day trying to find somewhere where we can improve. You know,
it's just a fact.
I told them I want to be wrong. This is what we do in the locker room. I want to be the one that's fucking wrong because I trust my forgiveness. I trust my I'm sorry. I trust my shake back better than any of them. And they were like, man, you got me fucked up. I trust mine. And so here we are, not even what the fuck is wrong, right? Lying, you know what I'm saying? So we don't put ourselves in a position to have these because we know we're gonna try to shake back, and then you got one up on me, man. I had to forgive you faster. This whatever it is, right?
Yes,
but
sir.
This is the culture we create. So if you're in those organizations, what was one of those main reasons that you only can go back to 3 if these were religious organizations? These were churches. What are some of the main reasons? The other 4 or the other however many? What got in there and shook up some stuff? Yeah. And you only feel safe right now, bro, to say only about 3 of them.
Because light offends darkness. Truth offends falsehood. And when you operate from a place of pure intent, and you're not coming in there for the hoes. You ain't coming in there for the money. You're serving because you love Yahweh.
Word.
What you do is you love Yahweh, but you stand on his principle. So when you go into a church or a religious organization like that, and they're not like that, what happens is your commitment to the principles of the kingdom is a contradiction to them. So you're trying to walk out. If we have an alt with your brother, go to them.
Absolutely.
Confrontation.
Yeah.
They see you as aggressive, and they shut you down or make up lies about you, or they don't support you, or they lie, or they come up with propaganda, and you're simply walking out principle. So what happens in those spaces that I've seen in jealousy, insecurity, pride, and just being 100, what Yahweh said, what Jesus said, Yeshua, he said, there are wolves among you in sheep clothing. There are counterfeits among you, and they're just there for the snacks. They're just there for the women. They're just there for the. And so when in those spaces, not to say that I've always been right in those spaces,
absolutely,
but the separation came when we were wrong, because in those spaces they didn't want to repent. In those spaces they didn't want to fix it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They didn't want to deal with the issues head on. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. They didn't want to stop sleeping with such and such. You know what I'm saying? So in those spaces, that's what I ran into. And so I got put out of a lot of establishments. You know what I'm saying? On principle alone.
Wow. So on this principle alone, this is what I believe a real locker room or real team does, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, man, and a lot of times, we don't know what to do. Agree?
I agree.
So I'm asking these questions, man, because in our failing forward, just do the exact opposite of what not to do. You know what I'm saying? We know what not to do, so let's just chill. Shit, like, hey, what to do? I don't know. Let's just sit here and just chill, though.
Let's do nothing.
Let's do nothing until we don't do that shit. and my point is because, he who exalts himself will be humble, but yet he who humbles himself. So as I asked from the reasons why and what most people consider pain, man, hey, listen, I'd rather die than live a lie. You feel what I'm saying? What we say, either let me fly or give me death. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And that's that's just what it is and what it's gonna be. Man, that's good. So the thing of once we learn how to shift, our own perspective or whatever the fuck is called about someone else's, man, don't take their stuff personal and understand that what you guys consider pain ain't shit to us. What hurts me most is, motherfucker, I can't hurt you like you trying to hurt me.
Man.
And y'all notice me standing on what it is.
Yeah, the restraint.
That's where the real pain come from me. The pain don't come from what you think you know or what you done said or who this and who that or who Buck with now. All this kind of shit that he don't even do no line about nowhere. Right. Man, woman, or child. The pain really comes from you playing and you trying to hurt me like I know I can hurt you. But yet I'm committed over here to the locker room with these radicals, right? Love radicals, that is. And I just simply can't. So my point is, the more and more we show that, yeah, man, I'm divorced. Man, yeah, I fucked off on Raven a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wasn't happy going on sometimes. Yeah, I was the biggest I ever been, miserable and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I could have led her different. All this shit y'all know to be true, because when you was going through a divorce, I gave you nothing but spiritual food from God, not my pain. Struggling and all. When you going through your struggles, I don't personalize. I don't ride for you as the man you are. I ride for the principle you stand for. Now, after we get these principles understood and I see you trying your hardest, that's on me to do what I want to do with. I know my brother trying, so fuck you and whoever believe in you if you fucking with him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm trying to create just this platform where we talk, man, and say the real shit. Like when somebody struggles with talking, then you say, hi. We celebrate. Hi. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah, you said hi.
We're going to build on that.
We're going to build on that because you're facing a fear. Everybody has different fears. And if somebody we're fearless for sure, but we go find more shit we scared of. Yeah, like the conversation we had off the camera. Yeah, we scared of that. Can you handle that kind of power?
Right.
Are you ready for it? Like, that's where I want us to, as the locker room, start throwing out more of those. Which you do it faithfully on your in your training. You do it faithfully on your podcast. Right. If we can't throw out the damn, hey man, let's talk about the ugly shit, which y'all think is ugly, because it's beautiful. Yeah, it's no polarity in heaven. All that shit is relative if you're intentionally seeking the kingdom.
Yes,
and then here we are. Peter, right, was known as what kind of disciple?
Radical.
Yeah. All right.
Cusser.
Radical. Right. Paul. right? What was Paul before he was converted on the loose cannon?
A murderer.
Okay. Let's go. Give me some more. Let's name them. Come on. Let's talk about the characteristics of these disciples, y'all. The real characteristics, not no bullshit characteristics.
David.
Okay, let's go, David. Talk to him. What's characteristics of David? Because hey, this is Bible 101, G 101, bro.
Yes, sir.
Stop bullshitting yourselves about this good book. It's just really accounts of records of you.
Yes, facts. Yes.
And so you go in there and find you in any one of those situations. That's the love.
Yeah.
This is what happened from this.
Yes.
So be mindful, be careful. No, don't do that. That's what the laws of the land, that's what the commandments are for. Because I love you enough I don't want you destroyed. Yeah. Come on, some more characteristics. Who else?
David womanizer, you know what I'm
David
saying?
was a womanizer?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody else. Give me some what about the hoe? What was her name?
Rahab.
Bingo. You know what I'm saying?
We keep going. I mean,
There's so many of them.
Moses, murderer, of course.
Yeah.
Adam, a lack of accountability. You know what I'm saying?
So these are all from and I want to say this is
Elijah scared of a woman's opinion of
right.
Ahab was a pussy. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He was flat out
straight up and down, right?
I mean, like,
so and these are based on your own personal studies, seeking this knowledge that we're talking about that we have in our locker room, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So one thing I want to say here, and it just came to me, thank you, big God. No core values, no work. Don't call me bro. Don't say we us. Don't when I'm out and about and I'm if you see me on the couch dancing or something because I got groovy ass moves, don't come over in my section because man, until you first seek knowledge of self, like we do individually, bro, before we even come collectively.
Right.
If I'm out of pocket because my discipline's out because I haven't been going to my gym, I haven't been praying, meditating, studying, if I ain't been being a good father, I can't project that bullshit on y'all.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then I admit this is what I've been on, then we don't talk about nothing other than getting back on your disciplines. And then let's see how you see life through your discipline views, right? Your discipline lenses. Well, my thing is these characters that y'all see, man, it ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yeah. Right.
It don't care how many balls you sucked. I don't care how much dope you sold. I don't care how many people you killed. These principles are to help us change our way of thinking about that same energy towards that bullshit. That's you.
Yeah.
This is misplaced. Is used on the wrong side of the fence. Give me some more words, motherfuckers. It's just the same energy. Show Jack. You over here love music. Yes. You know what I'm saying? PJ, the same energy over here that you have towards your willingness to win.
Yes.
Over here. You don't have to be quiet and all this kind of stuff. You can be loud and proud in your true self.
Yeah.
And when we stand on that shit, of course the jealousy comes up and all that kind of stuff. Of course all that shit, that's fine. That's not the problem either. The only problem from this point moving forward is us dealing with not hurting you playing like we really live.
Yeah.
So help them, God, because we pray. I don't want motherfuckers like that. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. And if you over there shaking, I don't want that shit to come. God, you don't think God know you lying? You know what I'm saying? Right. But here it is. Buck, you cuss. Buck, you got your shirt off. Buck, you do this. Okay, so everybody, attention. You share the flyer because you're going to be at Lava Cantina on Sunday because bringing attention to this event. You just did several promo videos, which I'm going to do some more for it. We're bringing attention.
Yeah. Until
we understand and accept the intentionality behind the attention that we are trying to get or cultivate in our expression of ourselves, until we own, is that aligned to a divine purpose or not, attention will continue to be the thing that is a whore and kills us and destroys us.
That's so good.
It feeds everything the exact opposite because it's just the blind leading the blind, right? So now, my shirt off. Everything on me is something spiritual. My kids, it's everything on me. It's whatever the hell it is, right? I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wanted to pop shirt because I'd rather pop shirt and tell you the truth than sit up here with a goddamn suit on and lie to you.
Yeah, man.
Because I make you safe and I say a big word that I know that makes sense and can sound good. Right. But I'd rather you be uncomfortable in your bullshit ass, lustful ass ways, because if you leave with trying to give me some vagina thinking that thing, I would never touch you ever in my life. If you leave with money, I would never do business with you.
Facts.
It's just true. Yeah. If you leave with I'm the man, I'm going to slap the shit out of you and say I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm moving from. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was raised to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a real solution. It ain't no problem. It's acceptance of it, so it's a solution now. So me, I see whatever your God is, little G, whatever your man, we gonna show you big God every time. Because I don't do nothing but ask questions. So Jack Great, how do I do this? PJ the Great, how do I do this? PJ, and until I get where we relate, and then I'm saying, shit, y'all gonna run out of y'all quit on y'all before I quit on y'all. Yeah. So because I can't go around, because Jesus didn't go around and saying, hey, I'm Jesus, I'm Pastor Jesus, I'm Life Coach Jesus, he just did it. And then they ain't know what he done until what we know to be true about Jesus' persecution until something that governs y'all.
So good.
Yeah, something that governs y'all happens, and now your ass scared, now you shook, and now woe is me. Well, you're attached to that flesh thing because he's been telling you, man, right before he told the disciples, and they still, I'm going to leave yet another comforter just as I am. Yes, it's the spirit. It's the energy. It's a vibe. You know, we accept this thing. So we combat the death angel in the flesh by living. Yeah, it's a living well. It doesn't stop. Yeah. So each time, why wouldn't I exalt my brother that doesn't exalt himself in his gift, in his vision to glorify God? Yeah, man. Why wouldn't I pull up to this man telling me everything I know to be true about life, aligning with God, studying on the phone, got our Bibles out, talking wherever we go down. We can be wherever we at. We can be live with Cantina Sunday if we need to talk about it. Rock that shit and come down and talk to me right here with this fat ass walking by that I don't give a shit about because I'm seeking truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I exalt this brother when I know what he did for me? Right. We can't even do it to each other, but we sit up here and we know what God did for us, dog. Yeah, man. But yet we scared to stand on that shit, the principles of what he said. Yeah. Man, fuck that forever and whoever believe in that. Yes, sir. And what I'm saying is I'm grateful to be able to serve in his locker room under these principles only. Me going by disclosing the details of what we overcame whenever we to the grave, my dog. Yeah, man. Because that's how much it don't mean shit. It's the principle. Yes, sir. Jesus had a resume of people, and shit, that's what the fuck I got. Yeah, that's right. That's what the fuck I got. And we on in a real fucking way, bro. Because nigga, it's only two sides. It's 100 and 100. It ain't no zero. That's lukewarm. That's great. Get your bitch ass over there if you ain't with this. Right, yes, sir. Yep. We can't sit and talk. We can't say, I'm hurt. We can't say, this girl broke my heart. We can't say, I'm jealous. Yeah. This the fucking locker room. Yeah. I've been saying all the other soft ass shit so they can feel this shit. Yeah. This what the fuck we do.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Absolutely. 100%.
And then anywhere we go, we shut our mouth and we serve. We're expedient. We're respectful. We communicate. We articulate. We help the women and the babies. We open the doors. We cleaning up. Right. And I'm sick. I'm sick of that old motherfucker that thought like that. And that's me.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not bullshitting with nobody, bro.
That's good.
And I'm saying this shit on this hoe just like this. Because people don't accept this feeling before they up that bitch and because they can't fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nigga, I got a 13-year-old son. Yeah, man. I got a daughter, 13. So my daughter's beautiful to me. Yeah. And her face, so you slice her face because you can't understand that because a boy like her, there's shit going on right now. Wow. And I'm sick of it, dog. So these grown motherfuckers, and when I'm saying, hey, what are you doing? Trying to be a rapper? Motherfucker, I'm finna influence everybody that got the influence. And I'm going to ask them politely, just like God asked me on the road to my Damascus. Yeah, good. Yeah, man. What it is and what it's going to be. And every knee going to bow and every knee going to confess, dog. 100%. I'm just sick of that shit. Y'all black man in North America, this shit hard enough on us as it is. But yeah, bro, we our biggest fucking enemy, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, we can't fight fire with fire, so damn, this way out here he got a good point, but damn, man, don't go there, man. You involving women and kids, you doing hoe ass shit. Don't do that shit. Yeah. Bro, I just don't know the how, but I know my why, and we not finna get the short end of no more motherfucking sticks, bro, because we are who we are. Yeah, man. And that's on the God I serve, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all are great, bro. Y'all, these are real these are real divorces. These are real two divorces. This is real fucking baby mama drama. This is real, man. Hey, bro, what the fuck you want to do, man? Shit, me and you head up, nigga, knockout, pay double.
Yeah, come on, man.
To whoever involved, straight up and down.
Yeah, real conversation.
I don't do the receipts I got on my phone, nigga. What's the receipts of your nuts, nigga? You didn't drop them.
Right.
I don't finna go show that TMZ ass shit.
Yeah.
And bro, that head I got head with no screws in it, nigga. I don't got no screws in it for that because I don't belong. I don't think like that. So now that's provoking to me, and you're trying to hurt me. Yeah. You're trying to hurt me being a better brother to PJ, to Jeremy, to my father, to my kids, and fuck you. But then when I do this shit like this, then, that ain't God. Yes, the fuck it is, God.
Yeah.
That's why he sent Jesus. Because we couldn't have that direct.
Yeah.
Everything. And my belief is not tied to your scary ass. This man said he done been to several organizations. Fear, pussy, money, clout, shit, what a motherfucker look like. You know, and hey man, it's so many organizations out there that are really rocking and doing what y'all doing, man. And if time permits, I'll stop by worship and I give my money, I'll do whatever I need to do to participate. So I am not no way in shape, form, or fashion talking about anybody's personal path or how they need to relate to God, bro.
Yes, sir.
But what I am saying is my brother expressing his failures, that he can go everywhere and everybody. I seen people love him and flock to him no matter where we at. So I'm going to say he wasn't a fucking problem, because if he was the problem, you're going to do the locker room principle and go to your brother and have a conversation.
Correct.
If you can't get it resolved with me, we're going to call this motherfucker. Man. This motherfucker don't care about neither one of us like that, right? He care about the principle why I'm here when I'm supposed to be a Lionheart selling new chicken salad, right? Now, I'm not selling new chicken salad because I love y'all. Yeah. This is what God say. Who tripping? Now, when that wants to be not done, I only have another. I either go or I stay here and we only physically communicate. That's it. I don't want to kill nobody over this shit, dog. I kill over what I'm gonna kill over, and don't play with it. Find out if you want to. Fine, that's cool. Shit, that's what Paul said about that. I can stay here.
I can be gone. Shit, it's much better for me. Yeah,
because our souls never die.
Man, that's good.
Our souls never die.
100.
This is a vapor. This is but a vapor. This is a temporary state. 40 years is but an hour. We sing a song all the time. 40 years is but an hour. I'm one. I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? Why you think God, when they used to live 800 years, because of our mindset of ungratefulness and stuff, we don't live that long because y'all don't appreciate living 800 years. Yeah. Shit, y'all hate life at 20.
Yeah, for real.
They was in the wilderness for 40 years.
Man.
For a 2-week trip. These are the fucking principles of our locker room, dog.
Man, that's good.
Am I fucking lying, bro?
Not at all. Shit, boy. You own it.
I don't have to say this shit. I've been telling my dogs it's demonstration over debate. We billboard our belief system.
Yes, sir.
Pray for peace.
And train for war.
The war is fucking mental. You better be able to stand on your two, man. That's how that go for everybody. Let's go for it. Shit, my son.
Yeah, man.
And if you think that we are over here doing some Buff Bagwell shit, trying to cause more trouble because we're black men, just as we are trying to survive, man, it ain't no motherfucking ego war. I'm saying pray for peace, train for war. The war is mental. Yeah, man. If you don't have that mental part first, my dad taught me when I was fighting when I was little, man, the first thing you do when you fighting is you think. The fuck? That's why nobody's thinking. Yeah. Fear takes over, and yet you crash the fuck out. Yeah. God finishes, and then he starts. You know why the fuck I haven't started this shit yet? Because I wasn't ready. Because I became what I hate most. Yeah. Around motherfuckers that let egotistical ways do bullshit, and I see them crash out. And then what I hate most is what I think about most. I'm thinking about ways to be divisive for another motherfucker that say they want something, but you're a fucking liar because you don't know yourself. And I'm not even talking about the relationship as it pertains to women. No. I'm talking about the core of a logical, left side thinking man. Yeah, man. That's what God called us to lead. In my leadership, nigga, I said, y'all have to call me something if y'all want to call me. Don't call me them damn titles and shit.
Yeah, dog.
That's how that shit been since the locker room, since I was 15, 16 years old, and for sure with you. But I've been sitting back and I haven't been saying this shit, bro, because it wasn't fucking time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't time because I didn't realize I'm in these environments where I have to be on the defense because I can feel whole shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because so once were I.
Man.
I wasn't emotionally intelligent enough. I didn't have the wisdom. I had the knowledge of this feeling.
Yeah.
But I had to get the experience. So as I've served in this community and like I will in this world with y'all, doing like this, it's no more of that shit.
Yeah.
We know what we know, and we have a resume of people.
That's good.
And above all, y'all got y'all and the God in y'all, and he's going to protect that if you don't be your own devil.
Boy, that's good.
No more lazy shit.
That's good.
No more timid shit. No more entertaining antagonistic fear.
Yeah.
No more none of that shit from us over here. You know what we talked about before you got here.
Absolutely.
You know what we talk about every day pertaining to what we got going on.
Yes, sir.
I was doing that shit because, man, this is just it, y'all. I don't get y'all on here because y'all can say the rest of the shit. Y'all can have the rest of the fucking show. I don't care. But what I do care about is no more lies about a motherfucker character, dog.
Yeah.
Listen, crack hit in the 80s. When crack hit, heroin in the 70s. Who are the byproducts of those eras because someone had a struggle? We are.
Yeah.
So automatically, when crack hit homes and hit in the streets, it automatically pulled moms from being moms, dads from being dads. Where was crack predominant? In what community?
Black African. Yes, sir.
Bingo. Because it was a powder that was be done, but it was too expensive.
Yes, sir.
So now we got to put bullshit fast food. I don't want to say no names because shit, somebody gonna sponsor me.
Yeah.
Now we got to put bullshit fast foods that's cheap, the bottom end of the barrel. We got to put the same dope so they can afford it over there to destroy them. This could cause diabetes, cause cancer. Same concept. So now we go around and we say we so confused what happened. Motherfuckers, we the byproduct. We're the products of being crack babies.
Yeah.
Because that struggle, once that monkey get on your back, man, you fucking judge them people out begging and shaking and shit and alcoholic. Don't judge them because once you commit to that being your God, that's your God. However you think, those people are powerful. They're just on the wrong side of where that shit goes.
Yes.
So being a motherfucking baby of where this fucking drug could have killed my household, but it didn't. That's why I got a fucking father. And so that's why I'm a fatherless to the fatherless men without saying, nigga, I'm your daddy, nigga. That ain't, man, where the fuck that go on at? I'm head hunt. Nigga, fuck your head honcho.
Yeah.
I'm the least of us all. Because that's the only thing that's gonna keep us together.
Yeah.
This is the type of shit, man, on Keep It a Buck. This is where we go. And Jeremy, you the best preacher I know. You don't belong in no fucking walls.
Thank you.
You don't belong not singing and not sharing your soul love music. Being mindful of how, I know how nasty you are in a locker room. But yet your mission and your purpose and your whole posture, bro, is way bigger than you being nasty in a motherfucking locker room.
Oh, yeah.
So we humbly, I turn down a lot. You know what I'm saying? For your cause, because it's my cause. PJ, I know what you do. I know the sacrifice. I know how you get the young men. I know how you go to their games. I know how you train them for free, even if they can't say, come on up, the ones in college and stuff. I know what you do.
Yeah, man. It's phenomenal.
I know. This is locker room talk. So what I'm saying is, you do that shit and you do it to the fullest, bro. And you do it with no fear, knowing that the principles are the principles. And if anybody is out of line, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk.
Yeah, man.
I got my hands in my pocket when it come to y'all.
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance. We getting the gloves.
Yeah.
But I don't, man, I've not once called y'all to the grass. We don't do that.
No.
The biggest ass whooping I got was because I fought, me and my sister used to fight. My parents said, nah, we're going to fight family. But yet, we say we are believers. And we're fighting believers. That greatness over there is still over here with this crack. That greatness is over there still just need one hug that you give to the motherfuckers that shit on you every day.
Yeah.
They just need one hug that they never touched. I had y'all on here to say this, man. Y'all are y'all. And in being y'all, it's a great responsibility. Matthew 23:11. This is my core value. The greatest among us is a servant. Mm. If you're fooling with a young lady, God bless that woman you with and her child. Mm-hmm. God bless who you with, your kid's mother, me. It not dealing with. If you have they are products of us being crack babies, not getting it done, still divided, still trying to figure it out. Then pills came, then more rap music came, now drill music here. Now it's so much stuff in our community, and it's a lot more dynamics. But I'm talking about shit we can control.
Yeah. Sure.
Our leadership without leverage. Mm. If dick is a woman God, man, don't you pull your dick out. Mm. If money is a man God, don't you do business with them. Mm. Sit back and look at it just like I did with y'all for years. Then when it's time to stand on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, man. Listen.
Thank you.
Sure.
Fuck, I took over the whole show, but they talk all the time anyway, so it's
that's facts.
Man. For real, man. This
talk all the time.
Yeah, man.
It's good.
This is what Keeping the Buck is, though, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm thankful, y'all, that God has blessed me with these brothers and more that will continue to know that the one that they deem to be the loudest, yet he's not, only speaks because he wants to be held accountable to what the fuck he's saying. Mm. And he say a lot. Hold me accountable for all of it, y'all, like y'all do. Any deviation, get at me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that how they go?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Keeping a bug or keeping nothing at all. Where can they follow you at, Black Man PJ?
Man, you can follow me at Phillip Hobbs on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at phobbs1980.
Wow. Wow. Show Jack, where can they follow you at on all these cool platforms?
Oh, Facebook, Jeremy L. Jackson, and on Instagram, Jeremy Speak Life.
Yes. And to me, of course, man, keep it a buck, one word. And Buck Evans on Facebook, man. Thank y'all so much, y'all. This
Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Love you, brother.
This ain't nothing but a conversation with the cameras on, right? It's always live, man. So be it. Amen.
So be it.